then I should cut that person off. Why am I gonna even be around that person? Why am I gonna even be near that person? But no, what I suggest is loving from a distance. So you put that distance between you and you put that distance between your friend. And sometimes they notice, not even sometimes, all the time they're gonna notice. But I'm sorry, life's changed. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Transformation Podcast. On this podcast, we talk all things transformation. And really and truly, the purpose of this podcast is to provide the solutions to the problems that we as young people face on a daily basis. And even on that, guys, there's something that I really want to talk about today. And that's your friends. I know this is a bit of a touchy topic. I know this is a bit of a topic where it's like, ooh, my friends. What about my friends? What do I need to know about my friends? But there's one thing that I've even been learning, not even just this week, but this whole month, and it's about friends. And what I really want to talk about today is it's not even just cutting people off, because a lot of the times people say, if your friend's moving like this, cut them off. If your friend is not for you, cut them off. If your friend is doing this, cut them off. I don't even believe in cutting people off. As you've seen in the episodes before, if you go back and listen, even Love from a Distance, like that episode, I don't believe that you should cut people off because you could be the breakthrough to their breakdown. So I don't believe that it's wise to completely cut yourself off from the person. But what I do believe is wise is to love from a distance. Because sometimes you got to put the distance. They got to be at a bit of a distance. You got to let them do them and you do me. I'm going to do you, you ever do me, I'm going to do you. I forgot the song, but it's an old classic song. But honestly, today, what I really want to touch on today is the friends that don't let you move on from your past. And I'm talking about the friends that dangle the past in front of your face. They dangle who you used to be. They dangle what you used to do in front of your face. And it's like they use that as leverage, even as a captivity tool to not allow you to move on. And they mask it. They mask it so well. They mask it in, don't forget your roots. They mask it in, don't forget who you used to be. They mask it in, you was never like this before. They mask it in, you're changing. Why are you changing? But change is inevitable. Change is just a way of life. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because those type of friends don't give you the opportunity to grow. They don't give you the opportunity to move on. They don't give you the opportunity to become the person that you were created to be. Because they hold who you used to be in front of who you're becoming. And it's understandable. Some of you may have made mistakes. I made my mistakes. Who I was in year 10 is completely different to who I was now. And if you was to hold me to the standards or the way I was living my life in year 10 to who I am now, of course I wouldn't be able to grow. Because those are two different spheres. Those are two different lives. What I was doing in year 10 was complete nonsense to what I was doing now. Even who I was last year. Even who I was last month. Like, so much can happen in 24 hours. So much can happen in a day. Who you was yesterday may not be who you was today. Something that you may have learned yesterday, a trouble or obstacle that you may have learned yesterday, has equipped you to be greater than what you was yesterday, today. And if you have those friends that are like, they hold 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, maybe even a month against you, then it's not giving you that opportunity to grow. It's not giving you that opportunity to move on. So that it begs the question, Ezekiel, how do we deal with those type of people? I've been friends with them for so long. I've been close with them for so long. We've been best friends, but it's like they don't give me that opportunity to grow. They don't give me that opportunity to expand, to broaden my horizon. They don't give me that opportunity, Ezekiel. How do I deal with them? They keep using who I was against me, not allowing me to go and try new things. And really and truly, to deal with those kind of people, you got to be radio silent. You got to love from a distance and let them do them. Because familiarity will kill the respect that the people closest to you should have for you. That's why it looks like strangers or people that are far away from you respect you more and treat you better is because they can see something that some of your friends can't see because some of your friends have gotten too familiar to you. So they're not even allowing you to grow. And even when you do grow, they don't acknowledge the person that you've become because they keep seeing you with their own lens. And it's flipped. Even you need to be that friend as well. Don't look at your friend and just look at the past. Look at the person who they're becoming. Look at the greatness that they're striving to be in. You can't just hold their past in front of their face. Because if you do that, you're no longer really a friend. Because a friend is meant to pour into you as well as you pour into them. If you're not pouring into each other, if you're not helping their destiny, then you're just wasting space. You're just occupying space for no reason. How could two walk together unless they agree? There's going to be division. So if your vision for your friend is not the same for the vision that they have for themselves, and you keep looking at them with their previous vision or their old vision that they used to have for themselves, how are they meant to grow? And this is why friendships even break apart because your friend is using your past against you. Your friend is using who you used to be against you, and now it's not giving you that opportunity to grow. And before he even needs to get there, before he even needs to climax, and you guys become best friends, you end up becoming strangers, it doesn't even need to get there. What you need to do is recognize the symptoms. What are some of the symptoms? You start to do something new, they're negative. You start to branch out. Oh, you were shy before, but now you start to being confident. Oh, what are you doing speaking? You was never confident. Oh, why are you talking now? You was never doing this before. Oh, don't forget who you are. Remember your roots. Don't forget who you used to be. And really and truly, all of that is out of projection because they're afraid to grow. They're afraid to go past who they used to be. So they get scared and they get afraid when you start to do it. And instead of supporting you, or instead of being inspired by you, they want to knock you down so that they control you and continue to manipulate you. That's what I'm saying. And it's mad because you're thinking, oh, then I should cut that person off. Why am I going to even be around that person? Why am I going to even be near that person? But no. What I suggest is love from a distance. So you put that distance between you and you put that distance between your friend. And sometimes they notice, not even sometimes, all the time they're going to notice. But I'm sorry, life's changed. Who you was before is not who you are now. We've got to start growing up. We've got to start really maturing. Life has changed. Yes, you couldn't. Yes, you were able to go to this motive. Yes, you were able to go to this place. Yes, you were able to meet them there. But now you don't have the time. Now you don't have the opportunity. Now you don't have the chance. Life has changed. And it is what it is. It's getting to a time and place where we even need to start scheduling people into meeting them. And if you're not there, you're gonna end up getting there. Life has changed. And they can't have that open access that they used to have with you before. And that's why I say love from a distance. Because when you love from a distance, you decide the distance. You decide how far and how close you want to love them. It's either they're far away where you can influence them, but they can't influence you, or you keep them close. Really and truly is up to you. But I would suggest, listen, just be real. Put them at a distance where you can influence them, but they can't influence you. You have access to them, but they don't have that access to you. But still letting them know that you're there for them. And sometimes you're gonna have to be radio silent. They post a couple snaps, you don't pop up. They post a couple stories, you don't pop up. Because you gotta let them do their thing. You gotta let them do them. And it's not out of hate, it's not out of spite. You let them go through their process just as you've gone through your process. And when they come back to you asking for help, then you can bring them back up. That's why I say love from a distance. Because when you cut them off, they don't have the opportunity to come to you and ask you for that help. And they're just still in their breakdown and they're still in their mess when they can come to you, ask you for help, and you could be the breakthrough to their breakdown. That's why I'm saying you should love them from a distance. That's why I'm saying sometimes you're gonna have to be radio silent. You just gotta be silent. Let them live their life. Let them do what they're doing, and you live your life and you do what you're doing, because life is bigger than this. Honestly, life is bigger than these games. Life is bigger than this. There's a whole life that you're living. There's a whole you that God put onto this earth to change it and leave it in a way that has never been left before. To impact it in a way that's never been impacted before. You can't have friends around you that are holding your past over your head, because really and truly, that's a vision killer. They're killing the vision that you're going to go into and you're going to become, because really and truly, a vision is something that you see in the future. You're not even seeing it now. So who you are now may not even be able to handle that vision in the future. But that's the whole point of a vision. There's a destination and there's a target. So when you go on the journey, then the vision starts to come alive. But if they kill the vision before it even begins, that's when the problem comes in. That's when the issue comes in. Like, this is serious business. This is honestly serious stuff. Because this is on a whole entire vision that's really in the palm of your friends. Because when you think of a new idea, when you think of a new vision, you think of a new business, really and truly, the first person that most of us don't even go to is God. We don't even go to our parents. We go to our friends. But if that friend dangles the past in front of your face, oh, you can't do this because of this, you can't do this because of that, then boom, the vision is gone. And what happens? Someone else thinks of the same idea that you thought of, and they start thriving. That's why I'm saying love from a distance. They may not get it today. They may not get it tomorrow. They may be bitter. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to deny it. They may be bitter. I've seen it in my life. They may be bitter. But they'll always come around. And they'll always understand. Because they'll see that if you can do it, you can start to follow your visions. You can start to live out your dreams. Then it must be possible for them. And they will actually draw inspiration from you. But you got to put yourself at that distance and be radio silent. You know what, guys? Thank you for making it to the end of the episode. Thank you for making it here. And even in the next episode, we'll go deeper. We'll go deeper to the topic of friends, because I understand that it's quite hard. And I understand that it's not as easy to put that distance. And even in the next episode, I'll go through the steps. We'll touch on the steps on how to be radio silent. We'll touch on the steps on how to really love from that distance. But guys, honestly, for your own sake, sometimes you just gotta put them at a distance. I just love them from a distance. It's not hate. You don't hate them. But iron must sharpen iron. If iron's not sharpening iron and you put wood next to iron, the iron's gonna get dull and the wood is gonna get broken. So both of you are gonna be impacted. So really and truly, you have to love them for a distance, not only for your sake, but for their sake, so that they can go through their process and grow into all they're called to be. And you can go through your process, and God can do what He needs to do in your life and do what He needs to do in their life. So put them at that distance and love them from you. But guys, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you guys. Thank you for making it to the end of this episode. Thank you for staying through to this episode. But guys, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for making it through. And I hope this episode helped. I hope this episode helped you. I hope this episode helped even a friend that you send it to. But guys, catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And you know what, guys? Ultimately, I believe it's about that time. Let's get busy, man. And I hope you conquer this week. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you're listening to. But honestly, you be blessed. And you have a good day. And you have a good week. I'll see you guys in the next episode.